Good afternoon, everyone, or I should say late morning. Hope everybody's well. It's been a crazy Monday already. Got to the office super early, got my workout in, everything done, but just meeting after meeting after meeting, and getting ready to go look at a couple properties, heading up to Los Angeles to meet with a new investor, and then go look at a big $42 million build out for airplane hangars at the Van Nuys airport. So we shall see how that pans out. But I'm excited. It's gonna be a fun day. It's already been a long day, and it's only 10:15 a.m. on this Monday. What's happening, everyone? Just getting ready to roll into Van Nuys Airport here, putting together this deal, possibly to build out a large jet hangar for some private jets. So I'm gonna go in here and get a couple more details. Been running around all day long, meeting after meeting all over LA. I'm gonna get stuck in some vicious traffic coming back, leaving the valley, head back to Long Beach. We're gonna go in here and check out some jets. See you guys inside.
Okay, so
We're gonna get the tour.
typically you saw downstairs was office area.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, upstairs office area, all the support stuff. So you have staff, employees, you have all that fun stuff, kitchenette. Attached to it there's some executive offices next to the hangar.
Okay.
This is a 25,000 square foot hangar.
Okay.
Okay, and we can get keys and let out, and we can walk around.
Okay.
So we are. I'll show you later with the plans. We're gonna get. We want the investment would be for $240,000, or really $39,900, because
Perfect.
you save about $2 million in FEMA and all kinds of other stuff.
Yep.
Charges. So especially with the fire suppression. So this is small enough. All you need is water. But if you go above 40,000 square feet, you need foam.
They want full fire foam because of
Full fire foam, and it's $2 million easy. And then they have to fill your hangar full of foam and get rid of it, and that's terrible.
Yeah,
so we're
no,
going $39,900. And
I just start with that with a bar.
All we need is the water suppression, as you see here.
Perfect.
So 2 of those hangars, and then another separate hangar for the military jet DoD company, which I'll talk more about later. But
Nice.
that's going to be also $39,000. So for 3 hangars,
oh, it's for 3 hangars. I thought the numbers were for 1. That's why I was.
It was for 1, and I'll show you that.
Okay.
But that hangar, they rather lease it. See, what happened is it took too long to get stuff together.
Everything approved, right?
So I said, let me buy it. And they
Sure.
go, you know what? There's so many other companies that understand this airport and the land and what's happening with Santa Monica Airport. They want to get on as soon as possible. And Burbank is full.
It just got approved, by the way, last week for the shortening of like Santa Monica. It's done.
It's done.
Done. It's a done deal. It's going to be like, it's going to be 3,500 from 5,000.
Yeah, it's done.
That's
smaller planes.
It's a wrap.
Smaller planes, and then eventually they're going to get rid of those guys.
Of course.
It's going to be a park.
It's all because of neighbors.
And they're going to build some private, parks and like apartment complex and whatnot.
Yeah.
And all these flyers.
Neighbors can be a pain in the ass. Trust me.
They can. So all those flyers, they're coming here.
Of course.
So this is like Noah's Ark. Build it and they shall come. We believe the rain's coming, right?
Of course.
So you want to build these
Why
facilities.
it's so expensive everywhere else?
So expensive.
And you can't put planes anywhere all over OC. It's tip to tip. There's nothing left.
Well, take a look.
And it's like $240 a square foot or something like that, almost $3 a square foot.
Well, here it's like $240-ish,
Okay.
$250, but we're going to charge $3 a square foot.
Nice, perfect, as you should.
Yeah, that's what's going to be.
As you should.
Okay, where's it going to go?
That's it.
You got to come here, right?
Well, look, I mean, if you want to park here inside, you have to pay top dog.
We have a G5. You get another G5, G6. So you get 2 Gulfstreams in a 25,000 square foot hangar.
Okay.
And you stuff in about 2 mid-sized jets or 3 small jets.
Okay.
Okay. That's a Cirrus small little aircraft. So that's a little mini jet.
Yep.
You can easily get with another aircraft in 2 more of those, or you can get 3 small jets. Or
because they just tuck in just right under, right?
oh yeah, we do like this. Here's the wings,
Right.
like this.
Yep.
You stack them up, which I'll talk about later.
Cool.
So that's just to give you an idea of space. Now, what's great about our hangars, see, that's maintenance facility right there inside.
Yep.
Our hangars, we're gonna have about 12,000 square feet of maintenance facility inside the hangar. That's how big they're gonna be.
So important.
So it's gonna be a huge jewel.
I know it's probably
Signature, they want to do something.
Sure.
But they also they want to basically build something for competition. We're not in competition with Signature.
Okay.
So for right now, per contract.
Sure, sure.
We are not.
Of course.
We're not going to tell them we want to fuel things. I mean, we don't care about the fueling part. That's a full-fledged FTO. The licensing and everything else takes 3 to 5 years of lawyers going at it.
I know.
To get it done. So, storage.
It's expensive as hell.
We've got right here, this right here, this building. Okay, you walk in the alley. This is a company called, and I was going to do business with them, but I decided not to. They own all these hangars. Castle and Cook.
Okay.
So Castle Cook House is, they're an FBO, fixed base operation, which means they can fuel and do all that stuff.
It's a family-based operation?
Fixed base operation.
Oh, fixed base.
Yeah, this is also fixed base operation here. These are all fixed base. FBO is what it's called.
Gotcha.
FBOs, and they've been around for 35 to 40 years. And they put in and they fought against Signature and everybody else here. And Avjet, they fought for 3.5 years. They had deep pockets. They spent over $8 million and they finally won. And they had to pull teeth together. And they're well established and been around very long. So right. For us, for these guys, okay, here's Signature here, okay, and here's Signature here, and we're over here, okay. So for these guys to want to give us land to build stuff, right? They don't want a conflict of interest in us to build
that
and
makes
then
sense.
become an FBO and now take away business from them. When Signature right now, because they're a huge company, they're an ABBA company, they own all this land. They own all this land. They own all this land. They own it.
So Signature owns the dirt. It's not Van Nuys Airport.
Well, for 20, it's a lease.
It's a lease. Lease land
for the next 27 years.
Okay.
Okay. And these are all important facts. As I got all these facts as I began, I already began negotiations.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Because I'm not going to lose and let someone else get it. So here's what's going on. So for you saw a prospectus on this breakdown, 42 million bucks, blah blah. It's really with the additional hangars. Instead of 42, it's 45.
Right, right. Who cares?
Okay.
Right.
Get 2 more hangars and you don't want to spend $3 more million, I'll take it.
Right, of course.
And I did the math because I crunched them hard with these guys. We were talking about this, which later on today, we'll drive by there and I'll show you this.
Okay.
This is the TRDW building you saw, the Bull Creek Hangar. This is a negotiation. It's not closed yet. It may fall through. If so, voila.
Okay.
And they said, which I've documented, I can give you the letter for your other, maybe investor partners or the people with you.
Yep.
They said, JSR, if we don't close deal with them, we'll circle back to you. We'll sell it.
Gotcha.
But chances are we're going to do a lease, okay?
Sure.
So right now, these don't exist. This does. So they said, hey, you can throw some hangars here, put 3 small ones here. I have some plans that were text to me, and they're going to give me some official stuff this week, but I signed an NDA and do.
Of course.
They're doing the vetting right now. They haven't asked for monies and assets yet, but again, time is everything. So all that's got to be there. So when they say, let me take a look, oh, you have the money.
That's all. That's all they need to see.
That's all
they need to see the proof of funds.
Yeah, we don't want to start doing all this crap and get an architect.
Of course.
What you want, and you're I need some cash.
Yeah.
So this is not here, that's not here, that's not here, but they can build it all to whoever's spec. Now, at last minute, this was about 4 days ago. They said, well, we do have another piece of land. Okay. This is the only land on the airport. Take a look.
It's in the middle too.
Okay, it's precisely.
It's in the middle.
See all this stuff you see here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This, and they also have clearly. Okay. So all of this. There we go, Jet Center. And we have. Let me see. This is not. That's Clay Lacy. They built it. Okay. This got built. It's gone.
Okay.
The Clay Lacy got extended. This here, all that stuff you see here, it's not there. It's all flat.
So this has already been graded. It's already ready to build.
It's not graded,
but it's gone. It's been demoed.
It's all gone.
Okay.
So this is the last piece. If you take a look of land, besides this, you can fit 25,000 square foot.
Like those ones out there.
And you see, if you drive on Val Jane, all you see is a bunch of jets here. Okay, there's a lot of jets. And you look here. Why are all these planes outside? And this is a while ago. Because there's no room in the hangars. Okay, they're outside. So look, this is it. There is no other land on the airport.
So can you get 3 on here, or can you get more?
Well, I want 3.
3 is probably like the right size?
We need a ramp space.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
That makes sense.
So, but check this out. Look, this here is 40,000 square feet, 42. So we know, and that hangar's hangar's right here. So we know that 39,900 is about like this. Yep. So if we do,
you can get 3 easy.
So you can put, look at, it's going to be like at 1, 2, and they're going to stretch out to here. 3. It's going to go this way. Then I'm going to have some roofed, like shelters, like, you know, like not a bomb shelter, but I'll show you where fighters drive in.
It's like a parking pad almost?
Yeah. When cruise guys are outside, you're getting the jet, I'm giving you a ride because you're an investor back in the day. Like, John, want to ride, baby?
That's right.
So you're in the back seat, and we're getting ready to start, and we're doing just like the Air Force, and you have this overhang where we taxi in, we park underneath, when we're ready to pull charts and go out, you go out and take off. Go out that way. Okay? So there's going to be, an overhang.
It's a good design.
Yes, trust me. So we got 1, 2. This is all JSR Aviation, FBO type stuff, hangar space, lease stuff you saw, making tons of money. And then we have this here, that's that private, non-profit company, Jets for Jesus thingy, doing DoD contracts and flying people for free. Okay?
So this half is just, this is making a bunch of money. This is doing all the business for future business.
Right. Now, tons of people want to give free money to this.
Of course.
So, guess what? JSR Aviation, remember, let's say Andy, it's Andy's money. Well, Andy / JSR, we own the fighters.
Right.
We own everything. We lease to Jets for Jesus. Right? And this nonprofit says, hey, we only got 100 grand this month. 70% of your income comes to us. It's percentage. We got 100 grand this month, 70 grand this month. Hey, we got $1 million, $700,000.
That's a great way to put it.
So we make all of our cash. We're making money. Investors are happy. Nonprofit books are even. Our 501(c)(3)s meeting specification.
Done.
Paperwork's good. So I've got smarter people than me when it comes to paperwork, proceeds,
me too.
all this other stuff. And what I'm telling you now was like years and years of formulating.
Sure.
So this is all figured out. Everything's figured out on paper. It's just a matter about money.
Right.
Need the materials to make things, to make the money.
Right, because you finally got to the point now where you need investors. You need actual capital to get things from this is concept to actual.
Now we do have banks, I will tell you, and there's banks that are.
Banks have more rules.
They do, but these are international banks, and they're like, we just want to give you money.
Sure.
They're there. I would tell you, they're there. It's it's you and these banks. Now you're a person. I like people.
I do too.
You know, people are better.
Yep.
Especially when people are drinking the Kool-Aid with you and they're dreaming with you. It's actually more fun.
Especially if you can get a couple people up on those jets.
I'll do that. I mean, anybody. There's a lot of people with money. Like, who cares about money? There's a ton of people with money. Once you have, it's like, who cares?
Right.
And they're like, I want to do something with this money because I got it. And now you have, it's like, no big deal. And you're doing these things. Okay, fine. What else can I do that's different?
Right.
Investing in jet companies not every day.
Right.
And who wants to invest in airliners? It's way too much capital to get invested.
Even go in.
To even go in. And then to get involved with a private jet company that's going to have a military side and a civilian side is like never been done before. So this is something that's
going to be fun for marketing.
It's
all day long.
Never been done.
All day long.
Your money's putting fighters in the air, people in the back seats, and making you a ton of money here. And there's another phase which I'll get into later. We will get bank money down the road. If I went your way, we would get bank money down the road.
You might not need you though, because as long as you keep this part happy and all like the vets and vet money,
I don't think we'll need it. We'll need it.
That's what I mean is you might not need it.
But we'll get bank lines of credit down the road. Here's why: because we have contracts where we can build hangars and airports and facilities all over Africa and all over the world, and we get the land for free.
Perfect. Oh, perfect.
So if you're in there and say, hey, I started all John, remember me? And we go over there and we're getting bank money, you're going to be getting a piece of all this other stuff that we do, which I'll talk about.
Perfect.
And that's all happening, and David can tell you he was there. It's all happening.
He already vouched for you, so that's like 90% of the battle for me.
Well, isn't it? Isn't it? Because
it's everything.
There's a lot of people like this.
Oh, man.
But at the end of the day, who can do it? I mean,
there's very few things I'm going to drive all the way to the valley to at like 1:30. Long Beach. No, Long Beach. But still, like, to drive back, and I spent a lot of time all over LA, but I'm literally home by 1, and I'm like,
oh, this is a major.
This makes sense, though. I go, I need to dig a little deeper into this.
I'm glad you brought
And then once I did, I started calling my friends that like are in the business that work for Gulfstream and work for like all these other companies, and I started crunching numbers. They're like, this is a good deal.
Oh, it's a great deal.
This is a good deal.
It's a no-brainer.
And I look at the real estate play very similar to this. Like there's like the first thing I thought about, there's no more land.
When you said that,
there's no more dirt.
There's no more dirt. When you said that, I said, David, your buddy Andy? He's actually a smart guy. Yeah. I know a lot of investors who have money and they're idiots, and that's okay. But they think they're God, and I'm like, hey, go be God somewhere else. I'm not interested.
I'm so humble and so the opposite.
Well, I love it.
Yeah.
And I go, this guy's actually a smart guy. I go, most people don't even get it.
That's the first thing I thought about.
They're just looking at dollars. Well, what kind of dollar? It's like, no, there's a bigger picture than just dollars. This is like investing in a gold.
It's tons.
This is like investing in a gold. This is like having gold, right? And the paper dollar goes away, and you got guaranteed. This land is guaranteed. So here's the deal. It's $12,000 per 40,000 square foot hangar of land that we pay per month.
Okay.
And when we start construction, we have to pay right away.
You got to eat it, of course.
That money's we have right away. So this right here, I'm estimating this whole area is probably around $60,000, $70,000 per month.
A month, right?
Of land. So we're going to lose a year and a half to 2 years of construction and everything else, paying on the land while they get this thing built.
Right. And you still have to get the plans drawn, approved through the city.
I've gone through it all, and they said, John, about 18 months, 2 years at the latest, but we always finish early. Signature always has the crews, the contract companies that do all this stuff.
That was my next question.
Signature's going to build it all.
Because I build stuff like this, and sometimes the city can really cause problems.
I'm going to show you. First of all, this is already zoned. It's already ready to go.
Yeah, because it's on the airport.
Yeah, Signature's already done all the hard work. There's nothing. This is like literally, what do you call that thing? Plug and play.
Yeah.
Because they've already done all the hard work.
You just have to open the doors and go.
Just put it on there, open your hangar doors, and say, okay, come on in, pay your fees. Okay?
Right.
So day one of business, and mind you, we're going to have a year and a half.
To market. And have a wait list. That's the other thing I was thinking about. I'm like, it's going to be full before it even starts.
Full. And initially, if the fighters are being, let's say, I might buy fighters that are ready to go, refurbished, don't know, depends how much money we have. Right. Because we only go at 45. There's only like 18 left for a fighter when you think about everything else. Or maybe 12 or 15, and maybe all that money, maybe half, don't know, depends what I buy. I can get it for a lot cheaper, but then we have to regenerate them at my Depot Maze facility, up in Oregon. I know a lot of people that can
so you got to move them.
But it's going to take a year and a half to get them all spun up because they've been sitting in their old jets, or I can get ones that are ready to go now, but it's more money. I have to look at the numbers. But that's on me, and I'll figure it out. I'll budget it.
Well, if it works to buy new, you buy new. If it works to refurbish, buy refurbish.
Yeah, whichever's cheaper, but sometimes time is your best.
It's cost effective for time, right?
Friend, so.
I get it. These guys that actually work at Gulfstream, and that like some places are getting for $450 for the hangar space and for the office spaces. So you guys are going to have how many office spaces per?
Great question.
Per thing, because it's going to offset. That's a.
Of course.
Right.
The good news is the hangars for the JSTAR Aviation, the 2 hangars.
Right.
The Bull Creek hangar was 40.
JSTAR's you, right?
Yes, me. Yeah, JSTAR Aviation. That's the company you're investing in. Blah blah blah.
Right.
Okay. California Corp. S Corp. So each hangar, just like the Bull Creek hangar, we use the same numbers. I think they had 15,000 square feet of office, or whatever it said there. It's gonna be similar to that for each.
Right.
So if it was the same, you're talking about 30,000 square for 2. You're talking about 30,000 square feet in these 2 hangars and 40,000 square feet hangars, and each one had about 8 to 10,000 square feet of maintenance space inside there. So now we're talking about $20,000 total, 20,000 square feet total of maintenance space. We're talking about 30,000 square feet total of office space. Right. So the numbers and profitability, just off the Bull Creek, we'll use that as our little example hangar, because it's pretty much what it is. And again, we can build a specification. We can build a bigger office space portion if we want to.
Sure.
You can do what you want.
Well, yeah.
It's to our specification.
And so you would basically lease those spaces out to like
sublease
to like people like doing whatever, selling planes, selling parts, selling paints, finished. It doesn't matter. Someone who's in this space for aviation.
Yep. Just like Signature. Now check this out. Look at the model of Signature Flight Services we're in their building.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing.
That's all they do.
That's it.
They don't fly. Now we're going to be flying 2 charter because I'm a pilot. We're going to fly. Okay. Right. But that's just like icing on the cake.
Sure.
That's all they do. And there, we looked it up. They're a $305 million company annually.
And they don't leave the ground.
They don't do nothing but just rent rooms.
It's because they're landlords. They're what I do.
Precisely. So what we're doing is
they don't spend money in fuel.
Yeah, they don't.
They sell fuel.
They sell it. Now check this out. So landlords want to be landlords and do the jet services.
You both.
So,
you get the double dip, right?
Come on.
I know.
Okay.
It's good.
So when it comes to investor payback, we have a heightened sense of urgency because now.
Well, it's a much higher yield too because you get to do it faster. Yeah.
Precisely. So now you, as a guy from the outside in, I know the building's there, I know the land's there. I can put my investment grade lean on this sucker. I'm protected as yes, all that's good. But on top of that, we can double dip because we're flying planes.
Right.
Okay. And on top of that, which is a separate entity, which I'd be willing to write you in when all this stuff is done with Moni, right? But we're going to be building this stuff off yonder, not out of your pocket. We're going to be taking banks' money, and because you start, we can write it in so we can reduce that investor interest, right?
Sure.
We can write you into that stuff.
I do the same thing. Just bake it right back around.
You can take money from that Every project we do.
Sure.
Because she has a 30% hit, we keep 70.
Right.
So you want 20 of the 7, I get 50? Holy crap.
Fine.
Do you realize these foreign governments, you know how much money they pay? They pay stupid amounts of money to get anything done.
Of course.
They got a ton of money. Nigeria, ton of money. That's a very rich country. They just don't know what to do with their money, so it's broke. Infrastructure is terrible, and the few have it.
Yeah, I know. And it's got awful infrastructure.
They've got, but they give a ton of money.
I know.
So,
let's go get some.
So a 25,000 square foot hangar right here to be built up brand new is $6 million. That's it. Everything. 25,000 square foot hangar is like $6 million. Okay. So in contrast, Nigeria, they would pay $22 million for the same stupid thing. You see?
Just
for the same thing.
Just to have it.
Just for the same thing. $6 million here, $22 million over there.
Right. So like, what's the actual demand there to have a big hangar? Like, why would you have a 25,000 square foot hangar in Nigeria?
Not even big enough. They need bigger.
Right, because their planes are older.
Yes.
Right.
So look, they want to get with the program, and if you being a commercial real estate dude or building, you know that the whole world is trying to get their crap together and build.
Yes.
Okay. Even freaking North Korea, they've been building like crazy.
Everybody.
Okay. Everything was like hell, but it's there.
They're still pouring some.
Go to Panama. Okay. I'm Panamanian. Okay,
I love Panama. I've been down there a couple of times.
Panamanian, mom, dad, born there. I went there to go visit. I was like, holy moly. They have so. If you see a picture of Panama, go Google it and look at the picture. It looks like Miami.
Right.
I couldn't believe it. Trump Tower's over there. You know, Trump's there. There's just money.
Right.
Okay, and that Hard Rock Cafe, it is awesome. They're building like crazy. It's happening all over the world. And let me tell you something. These third world countries, they want to become first world so bad. And this is why...
I've been trying to buy their way in. You really have nowhere to go.
You have nowhere to go, and you're not special. Meaning, you don't deserve to be financially free one day.
Right.
You don't deserve to run a business. There's people that have, mom and dad, I got money, I'm going to start a company, and the companies go to the ground.
Of course, because you don't have the chops.
They don't have the chops. Right. They don't have the interpersonal skills. Look, I might have a jet company, and I've seen my boy David work, okay? So he'll work, and he's in charge of things, and he's running around working with the low line people that he's paying all the way to the top. He does whatever it takes. I watched him, okay, because I invested in some. I watched him, and he does what I do. Okay? There's a time for this. There's a time to freaking hang out with the dudes and, hey, man, let me get that oil pan. Let me get dirty.
I'm the same way with all my guys.
Those guys on the bottom will work 10 times harder when you're at their level.
And they're loyal.
Exactly. They'll work overtime. Don't worry about boss. No.
It's all a people game. Like, I've been saying this forever. Like, I started working really, really young because I was raised really poor.
Good.
I had nothing.
Good.
Like, out of a cooler poor with my mom and brother. Like,
good.
Nothing. So it actually gave me that grit that you were talking about. And it's like, there are so many things that have happened to me in my life where I'm like, why did that happen? Same as you're like, why did that happen? I'm like, come on.
Yes, there's a reason. It's preparing you for the real job. So I took that. 6 months later, became a manager, and then in the end, it was a setup to set you up in your own company.
Right. I
started JStar Advertising in freaking Inland Empire. What's it? Corona. And I had a class C building, not even a B. C building. Right. So I had a little office and a warehouse behind it. Okay?
You're like, I got it.
Yeah, so the warehouse is where we had our pitch circles. So I would hire people on the street.
And you train them.
We train them how to sell, and they pitch a big old open hangar, 50 cents a square foot. It was all 50 cents a square foot. Perfect. My overhead was like $2,800 a month. I'm going to stay in business. Super low. Yep. Okay? I had 10 grand to start that company. Okay? So that went for 7 years. So Corona was only a year and a half. Went to Orange in Orange County. By the what do you call that? The
Orange Circle.
You know that the eating area, the mall, right by. I was on
the block of Orange.
The block.
My wife has a speech clinic right there.
Okay, so you know the block of Orange? Yeah. You go 1 mile south of that, on that City Drive. City Drive. There's a green building, all glass. It has an inside atrium. We were in there. I was there for 4 years. I opened up 5 locations. We got so big. I opened up a location in Texas. I went to Texas. I want to buy a big old house. Did it? Okay. Grew Dallas. Okay, I had a place in an office in Houston, office in Kentucky. My Asian guy ran that. It was crazy. Kentucky, the Asian guy. Yeah, that's right. I put him there on purpose. He's an ex-Marine. Who's my buddy today? I'll tell you about him later. But he has an account, Grit and Valor, called Grit and Valor. If you love it, it's apparel. That's later on.
That's awesome.
And he's starting it up. I said I'm going to back you somehow. So anyway, that's going on. So Steve's running that, and I had 5 locations. I had 300 employees at the height, and I sold it all. Chilled, started JStar.
So it's marketing, right?
That's marketing. Advertising marketing. Direct marketing.
Direct marketing.
So I'm a sales guy.
Yeah. No, everybody that really is.
I taught people how to make money for themselves. And I said, if I can get you making, you know, $4,000 a month, $10,000 a month, and everyone's making a ton of money, that means I'm doing well. So I focus on them. So we made a lot of money. We did great. Sold it off, and it's all fantastic. Now I'm here. So now I got the massive amount of people management, because I got small amounts in the Air Force.
Sure.
Massive amount of people management. I got the aircraft maintenance training and experience, and the management portion of that, because I was an officer. You're like the manager, the leader. I got the hands-on stuff, cranking wrenches, doing that stuff. And then with the aviation stuff, I've been doing JSTAR all year long, so a little less than a year. You need to fly to, you need to go to Mexico today, you need to go to China tomorrow, I can get you a jet, it's all done. I have the company wired in where I have access to 240 aircraft right now. Anywhere in the world, I have the CRM to set everything up, and you get your invoice, and you pay me through our product. It's done.
Done.
And my little office right next door. And that little office, I'll go by and point out, he met in that office. I have nothing in there, it's blank for a reason. Everyone said, John, why don't you have stuff in your office? You've been here like a year. I go, because this is temporary. I'm trying to get a hangar or a building built. I don't want to get comfortable.
Because if you put stuff on the walls, it becomes yours.
I'm saying, oh, this is my home. This is not my home. It looks terribly empty and boring on purpose. They will tell you, there ain't nothing in there. No kitty pics, nothing. Because I told myself, this is not permanent.
That's smart.
And now, look at us. That opportunity just came up to me last week, that blue area that I just spouted off to you.
I like the blue area.
And I love the blue area. It's in the middle of the roadway. Everyone's going to want to be there.
Of course. And
it's
like the oldest thing over this there, it's all location. And then it's easy to find.
So, and so here we are. So the reason why, so here's the deal. Air crew. Okay, one. With the money, I plan to get 2 of our own jets. Okay. So we'll have a 13/14 passenger Challenger jet aircraft, the Challenger 604. Those 604s run from $4 million to $8 million. I might be able to get one for $3 million because I know people. Okay.
That was my next question. I was just looking at some planes. I'm like, I should probably talk to you.
You talk to me. I'll get you done. And you will save money, and I'm your boy.
I'm sure.
You're actually legit. I'm done. So, yeah, dude, when it comes to jets, I know everything. Okay?
Perfect.
I know everything because I've been immersed in it since 1990. And I just know lots of people.
That's how I'm with real estate.
Who are smarter than me in the aviation and been doing a long time. So look, these other companies, they're operators. We're not an operator of our own jet aircraft because we haven't purchased our own. Right. You need a Part 135 certificate to operate under the FAR and the FAAs to fly people around. Now, the jet company, DoD contract / the not-profit, no big deal. We're flying people for free. So FAA says no problem. You're not charging people for those military rides. You can do it.
That's a nice little loophole.
Oh, yeah. So we're good there. The private charter stuff, well, Part 135, I will tell you, to manage your own aircraft, in one binder, there's like 8 binders. It's a stack like this, and there's like 3 or 4 different binders of all this stuff that has to be kept up in order to do it. And the FAA checks your stuff up all the time. It's a pain in the neck. You have to be like a lawyer.
Sounds like it.
I have a company called Liberty Jet. You can write them down. Liberty Jet, based in New York. I did their main focal point, Susan in Florida. Liberty Jet is always, because I love Johnny so much, all I do is build a relationship. And
Me
they
too.
love Johnny. They're like, dude, I go, listen, why don't you guys just manage when I get these airplanes, my Part 135 paper? He goes, you know what, we never done that, but we can do it. 'Cause this is what we do.
This is why you've been able to scale those, because what you do is you take what you're good at, you figure out it, you build it, you find something that's going to be a pain in your ass,
and have someone else
you
do it.
Sub it out.
Who's good at it?
That's what they do for a living.
Good at it. Now, I will tell you, running the aviation company, that's no problem, because I have smart people all around, but my niche is going to be the fighter.
Of course.
Company.
Dude, I already know what your niche is, and that's going to pull people in. It's also going to pull in a lot of weird investors you would have maybe never even thought of, because they're going to sit in a plane. I mean, I couldn't think of a better way to close somebody. I mean, than
see that right there? You want to over right? Be like, oh yeah, because money doesn't buy that. You can't get that.
Can get that.
But we got it.
I mean, there's a lot of guys with a lot of watches that haven't sat in a plane.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of guys with garages full of Ferraris and Lambos
Dude,
haven't been in a plane.
And you know what? And they're like, they're over it. I like your Rolex, by the way. I love that.
Thanks.
I don't have the green one. You got your Rolex. I have a Rolex on. Who cares?
Dude, I do not care about this. I almost didn't buy it. This is actually a funny story about this. I used to have this little piece of turquoise around my neck that I wrapped.
That
it was
color,
like free.
Yeah, yeah.
And then this watch, I promised myself I was going to buy it when I closed this big deal.
Yeah, when you hit goals. Right.
Yeah, but I don't even really care about the watch. I have a box of watches. I don't really wear them.
Exactly.
I didn't buy the watch when the deal closed. The next deal was falling apart. It was going to shit. All like crazy stuff was happening. I'm like, what is going on? And I'm driving in LA. Big, huge sign.
It shows that color watch. I've seen it, and it was beautiful.
I was just like,
okay, let me get this thing.
I gotta get the watch.
My luck.
I literally called my watch guy and I was like, Gabe, I gotta have it. He's like, we can't get them. They're really hard. Sure enough, he called. He got it certified to me. Whatever. I bought it. The next day, things start to fix itself. The deal closed.
You're like, oh.
Well, because I made a promise to myself.
Yes, yes.
And I didn't fulfill on it.
To yourself, and that's the crazy part. A lot of people don't realize. You're not being selfish by doing that. Listen,
it's not the watch. It's the goal. It's the goal that I set.
This watch represents accomplishment of this goal that I did.
That's it.
Okay, same thing.
Same with my tattoos. I do the same thing with my tattoos.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It's about setting goals. Goals are fun.
They are.
They're really fun.
So we were talking about earlier too, Dave. We're like someone that's gonna not let anything stop them versus excuses. And like he's not putting stuff up in his office because I'm not gonna stay here.
I'm not staying here.
It's not my spot.
It's not my spot.
It's not my spot. Yeah, no, you guys did a good job.
More actually ramp space. So when you come on here, they close the hangar, but you already know what it looks like.
Yep.
So just to get an idea. So you see the arch in the middle? That's at the 25,000 square foot part.
Okay.
It goes down to the end. So that's 50,000 square feet. So we're talking 40,000 square feet. Each hangar would be a little bit less than this total length in the middle.
Okay.
So where's this signature flexor in the middle?
That's
go at the middle.
Okay.
So you go down to the end right there, where the door's open. That's 50,000 square feet. It wouldn't be 40. So give you an idea what.
So from there to there is 50.
From there to right door, that's 50,000 square feet. There's a ton of ramp space. Okay. So
and it actually looks small on that
oh yeah.
chart.
Picture. Yeah, that's why coming and walking. So when you see this, you take a look here. When people
It smells like planes.
Yeah, I love it, jet fuel. So this whole area here, you see they have a small maintenance area, right? But even with that maintenance area and the hangar, they can still put in 2 G4s, 5, 6s, and you can get in, as you see, 3 of these small jets.
This is a big bird. What's this?
That's a G5.
G5, right? Yeah, that's a beautiful plane.
Good. Hey, that's a pilot. That's what they look like. Oh my God. Fighter trainers right there. The colors are terrible. You see those checks they have made?
Yeah, I saw them.
39s, yeah. They go, they're subsonic. For those planes, we can fit a minimum of 8 of those. You know?
8.
Gulfstream. Same plane that's in the hangar.
Beautiful Gulfstream.
Yep. Aircraft taking off right in front of us. Is he landing or taking off? Look all the way down there. What do you see? Okay, that is exactly what I'm telling you guys. All these planes wish they were in hangars.
And just wait till Santa Monica closes.
Dude, these planes alone overfill our hangars that we're going to build. We're already full. We've had to put all these planes in there. We're already out of business in terms of new hangar space. And those are those small little offices I talk about. So that alone shows you the need for hangar space.
What's happening? Okay, so just finished up an incredible meeting with John. Got a nice tour of the airport, went over a bunch of stuff. We couldn't really film a whole lot of the meetings. We were talking about a lot of numbers and stuff like that, but it was an incredible meeting. I'm really fired up about what the future holds. We're gonna build some hangars. The numbers look ridiculous. So I'm excited. Van Nuys Airport, here we come.